My name is Cooper Bonek. I'm the owner and shaper of Mesa Surfboards. I was born and raised here on the Mesa. Grew up surfing here at Ledbetter Beach. Lived here my whole life up until a few years ago, and now I'm up in Los Osos, working as a firefighter up there. Just being a surfer, it's hard not to be interested in the designs of the boards. And growing up, one of my best friends, his dad was a shaper, so we kind of grew up with him always in the shaping room and mowing foam and glassing his boards, and we'd go in there to bug him, and he'd have his respirator on and yelling at us to get out so we don't breathe all the resin fumes. But we just knew that that was the special, cool room, and so we were always trying to sneak in there. That was kind of my first intro to it. But it wasn't until maybe I was in my late 20s that I shaped my first board. I had a roommate of mine that shaped a board and came out looking like a surfboard. And I was like, if he could do it, I could do it. So I tried one and I had a blast, but you kind of feel like I can always do a better one. And then that just started the snowball effect of chasing, trying to do the next best board. And it's kind of how it went. It definitely didn't start out with me thinking like, oh, this is gonna be a business, this is gonna be a job for me. But I really just wanted to make boards for myself. Like I was saying, I was interested in the designs of boards, and I always rode really weird boards and wanted to try everything. Santa Barbara's fickle. We need a specific angle of swell for it to actually work here. So we don't have waves that often. When we do, there's a couple spots around here that get good. I don't want to sell anywhere out, but I definitely grew up Ledbetter. This is where I learned how to surf. This is where I love. It's the most like nostalgic break for me. There's a surf school out there today, and I was 7 years old and I learned how to surf here. So whenever I'm in town, I keep a longboard stashed here, and this place holds a special place in my heart. So it might not be the best way, but just for today, I'm gonna say Ledbetter. I worked on the hot shots as a firefighter for a long time, and we'd work half the year and I'd have half the year off. So I'd spend 6 months at a time traveling, and I've been all over the world. That being said, I think my favorite, top three, Australia, New Zealand, Portugal would be the top three. Then a place that I wanna go, I kinda wanna do Alaska. It's just not a fan of crowds, and I just think it would be cool up there. I know they get good surf, so I think it'd be fun to go up there, explore, and try to find waves up there. What drew me to firefighting? It was my friend's dad. Growing up, he was just a really cool dude, and he was the one who introduced me to fire. And he'd be trying to train at the house, and we'd kind of jump in there with him, and it just seemed like a really cool career path. Physical, you get to help the community, and then he had time off to surf too, so that kind of was a plus. So the correlation between fire and shaping, obviously they're completely different things, but in both I feel lucky that I get to be such a part of the community. In one, fire, we get to be there and serve the community in a wide variety of ways, where surfboard shaping, it's like I get to be in the ocean, I get to interact with the community, help out with their surfboard needs, and really it's just having that good interaction in this town that I grew up that I think makes me feel super lucky. Surfboard shaping's not my full-time job, it's a passion, it's what I love to do. But I love fire too, and that's my main focus is fire, but still having the time to shape, unwind, it's a good just way to get into a flow state, relax, and just kind of satisfy that creative side of my brain too. But no, firefighting's still the main, but I like to shape, a handful of boards a week and just keep this where I can focus a lot of my attention just on a few orders at a time and really put all that I have into each board. Growing up here, almost took it for granted because it's such a beautiful place. And then you get older, and I've lived in a couple different spots, and I definitely want to come back. That this is, like I said, I've been all over the world. The Mesa, Santa Barbara is hands down my favorite place in the world. So I'm definitely trying to get back and hopefully be able to make that a reality here soon. So the surf culture in Santa Barbara goes way, way back, super rich. The whole Rincon scene from like 60s, and then having like Greeno and people trying to build boards down here in like, I think what used to be like the Funk Zone, with Bradbury, Channel Islands, all the shapers like around here. It goes way, way back. Just looking down here at the surf school, like I was saying, this is where I grew up. That was me when I was 7. Down here learning how to surf and being in the water, and that's one of the pluses of being in SB in the Mesa. It's the lack of wind, the conditions that we get here. Like today is quintessential. This is a perfect SB day. Sunny, there's not a breath of wind, and the waves are fun. I think surfing for me is just so nice because when you're out there, you're focused on just the waves. You're looking at the horizon, just seeing what's coming next and just enjoying, you're being present and just having that time to yourself. Because that's what shaped me and a lot of us kids that grew up here. I feel like when I was growing up, the Mesa was really cool because it was super blue collar. You know, the parents were commercial fishermen, masons, framers, electricians, firemen, shapers. It was just cool. The families were so tight knit, and it was kind of Sandlot style where all of us kids, it's like, it was so safe here that the parents were like, here's a sacked lunch, I'll see you at dark. And we're all out here on our bikes and skateboards and skate down to Leads or the harbor. And I think it was just all those like long days of just being outside, enjoying the beach and skating and biking and all the sports that really shaped all of us kids. Yeah. So a lot of it's word of mouth. I shape a lot of boards for locals here, but you can find me on Instagram at Mesa Surfboards. You can find my website, mesasurfboards.com. I've got boards in the beach house down here. Really cool local surf shop that has supported me since the start. And I love those guys down there. And that's kind of it. Feel free to reach out anytime.